Hey everybody, I have read your discussion board posts about nursing organizations and was so delighted to see how many of you were aware or newly aware of things about your own professional practice organizations that you didn't even know existed, as well as just the general structure of other organizations. It is so important that when we think about nursing as a profession, that we understand that an element of our profession is the structure of professional organizations. 50, 60, 70 years ago, nursing was seen as a job. It was something that only women did, and it was something that we did to serve the physicians. It wasn't patient oriented. It was doing the job to make sure that the physicians really could do their job. Tangentially, we took care of the patients while the patients waited to see the doctor. We have evolved as from a job to a career to a profession. And one of the ways that we have done that is through our own willingness to organize as a unit of professional people and begin to advocate for things that are important for our profession and for our patients. Professional organizations give us the underpinning and the structure for that. Another piece of that is credentialing. So with many professional organizations, there are also credentials that through membership and then additional testing, you can be viewed as an expert. So a step in the right direction is joining your professional organization, knowing more about the specialty area that you're in. Take a step further and look at credentialing. If you are passionate about pediatrics, my encouragement is go work on your certification to be a certified pediatric nurse. If you're passionate about med-surg, there is a certification exam for med-surg. If you are passionate about gerontology, go be a certified gerontological nurse. Find out where your specialty lies and work towards earning a credential. It's also an easier thing to do than going for another degree. It's a less expensive avenue, but it is also nationally recognized as seeing us as experts and experts in our profession, not a career, not a job, but our profession. So your connection to the professional organizations and your comments in your discussion board were really well done. It was really great for me to see so many aha moments. So I appreciate your efforts with that. For this week, your focus is going to be on your voice thread for your analysis of the contemporary nursing issues. As I said last week, take this one step at a time. Be sure that you are following the rubric and following the assignment instructions. Some areas that folks get tangled up in is first that their PowerPoint is not professional. So let me tell you what professional looks like. Your PowerPoint should have not have a lot of words, should only have bullet point information, key ideas. You should use pictures, tables, graphs that are all professional. They should be clear when you view them. So if you find a picture you want to use and you place it in your PowerPoint and you stretch it too big, it makes the pixels in that picture too blurry and your picture's not clear. You're going to avoid cartoons or clip art that look like cartoons. You want this to be as professional as possible. Think about the font and the background color of your PowerPoint template. Harsh colors like bright pink or really deep yellow, or harsh blacks with there's a neon yellow that goes on black that's just a basic template. It's hard on your eyes. When you get your PowerPoint together, flip through it and just see, is this easy to look at? Is this aesthetic? Are my pictures clear? Is my narrative, do I have my in-text citations on the slides where I'm using a source? Do I have my grammar checked? Is it organized? Is my last slide a reference slide, and is it in APA formatting? Folks, that's low-hanging fruit. Just the visual piece of it is a big part of your grade. So take the time to think about the aesthetics of the PowerPoint before you put it on the VoiceThread presentation and do your voiceover elements. I was looking to see on the rubric what piece of I have so many rubrics floating around my notebook. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, so your use of technology, which covers your ability to organize your PowerPoints and get it into VoiceThread, that is 30% of your grade. So that's huge. That isn't even content related. That's just getting it done, making it visually appealing, and making it professional. So that's 30% of your grade. Get the PowerPoint done, get it into VoiceThread, do your voiceover elements. The other piece I want to remind you, before you put it into VoiceThread, write a script under each slide or do post-it notes, whatever your normal way of organizing your PowerPoints are. And keep in mind that the guideline for this is 10 to 12 minutes. If you go significantly over, I think 14 minutes is the limit, you're going to start really, your grade's going to be impacted. And you may be wondering, it's like, okay, how am I, why can't I just talk until I've got everything covered? I need you to be concise. Think about your audience. If you were going to give this information during a break at work, most people do not have a half hour to listen to a general overview of a topic. They want to know, what are the meats and potatoes? What are the nuts and bolts? What are the most important elements? That's what I'm asking you to do. Drill down on the most important elements. It should not take you more than 10 to 12 minutes to concisely address the topics that were presented. To make this less difficult, practice this before you do your voiceover component. Get your script squared away before you add the voiceover elements. Editing the slides once you get them into VoiceThread can get messy. So practice this, get a general idea of what you're going to say, practice it, use the timer on your cell phone, and look, how long is this? And then craft your wording to meet that time element. Once you've got all that done, then open VoiceThread. Then load your slides, then do the voiceover elements, save it, share it, find the shareable link, and you're going to remember this. There's 2 steps to this. You're going to get your VoiceThread set up, you're going to create that shareable link, and you're going to drop that shareable link in the assignment tab within Blackboard. Do not forget to load that assignment link into Blackboard, because if you don't, I won't be able to grade it. And you will hear from me and it will say something like this: you've got to give me the link so I can grade it. I think we talked about that last week. Let's see. Lost my notes. Okay. Okay, that's it. Those were all my notes. The last thing I want to tell you is please complete your course evaluation. I value your feedback. The only way I can improve this course and my own professional practice is if you tell me what went well and what didn't go well. It is important for me to know how that went. My hope is if this has been a challenging course or there's been issues, that you and I have already talked about that. But I do want your feedback. I want your course evaluation completed. So please do that for me and do that for the course development piece of that. If you have questions or concerns, remember, logistics of the who, what, where, when, how, put those on the Ask the Professor link. If you have personal questions specific to your own grade, your own experience, know that you can email me and we can set up a time to chat. I'm going to strongly recommend you not wait until Sunday to try to begin to do this voiceover project. Because it's the weekend, I'm not often sitting in front of my computer and I may not be able to help you. So you may be out there in the Ethernet trying to figure things out without a whole lot of support if you wait until the last minute. Know that I will be attentive this weekend as much as possible, but there's going to be some delay. So be thoughtful about not waiting until the last minute to begin to wrap things up. As you get closer to the end of the week, never mind, I already said that. You can tell I've been sitting in front of a computer all day. Have a great week. Know that I'm here. Talk to you soon.